This is day 2 and behind me is a line of cars that are waiting to get onto the ferry. Now we've been waiting for a bit but we are almost there, and this is MS Chi-Cheemaun, and in Ojibwe it means big ferry. Now this ferry has been making the same crossing since 1974, 2 hours across the Georgian Bay to Tobermory. Okay, let's go. So we are leaving Manitoulin now, and there's just something about being on the open waters that just resets everything. And for miles, all you see is Georgian Bay in every direction. And this is one of the Great Lakes, and 20% of entire world's freshwater supply is in these lakes. Along the way, you pass these tiny islands with lighthouses and turquoise water. Just makes the whole ferry experience much more beautiful. The ship had this amazing indoor seating, and we just spent some time there chilling. And then it was time to head back to the car as the ferry docked. Within minutes, we were right in the heart of Tobermory. Before we explore the town, we're just going to check in into our hotel, which is actually a literally boutique. And then there's a hotel at the back of the boutique. So we are in Tobermory now, and it's a small town with population of less than 1,000 people, and sitting right at the tip of Bruce Peninsula. And this town is also known as the freshwater scuba diving capital of the world. There are over 22 shipwrecks in the water right here, some from the 1800s. The water is so clear that you can see them from glass-bottom boats without even getting in. Okay, we are at Tobermory right now, and it is supposedly one of the best tacos place around the whole area. I was pretty excited about this already before coming here.
Thank you. No problem. Cheers. Your car.
Okay.
5 kilometers up the road is another gate. Just scan the barcode to get through.
Thank you.
So we do have black bears here, but they're nothing to be afraid of. They're very scared of you guys. You're looking at, or go to the bathroom, and the bear smells the food and sees a nice buffet of sandwiches and chips and all this stuff. What do you think he's gonna do? Eat it. Thank you guys for listening. Yeah, have a fun hike down to the grotto.
So, there are 2 trails. One takes you through the shoreline. यहाँ पे बहुत सारे rocks हैं, so it's a little slippery. But this one is shortest, like you reach in half an hour. I think we can 5 minutes into the trail and you see this. So we are at Bruce Peninsula National Park, also called the Grotto. It's a 2 kilometers hike, so very small hike, but the reward that you get once you reach there is what it tells for itself. I don't wanna ruin it. Last time हमें इन्होंने वो भी दिखाया था कि यहाँ है. And this is Grotto, where you sit on the cliffside, stare into this pristine blue water, explore these wild sinkholes and caves carved right into the rock. And all this only 25 minutes from the main trailhead. That's it. As you walk a little further, you get to climb these massive cliffs, and the view from up there, looking out over the whole thing, it's totally a different world up there. It's actually pretty nice because the forest is just so dense. Like, look here.
Wow.
I know, right?
Wow. Wow, yeah, so cool.
Man, this water is just so clear. I don't think I've seen more clearer water in Ontario than this. Like, you can literally see that stone, that limestone right over there. No way. We took the green mark trail on our way to Grotto, and then on the way back we're taking the blue mark trail, which is a bit rocky. And you've got these rocks and these cliffs everywhere, so you just have to be careful, but it's a pretty cool hike to be at. You know what these are, Niharika?
No.
These are woodpecker signs. We are almost at the end of the trail, and that was Grotto, and I don't think anything that I say about it does it justice, so I'm not even going to try. We are almost at the end of our day 2 and heading back to Tobermory to our hotel. And tomorrow we are going to Lion's Head hike, and it's also one of my favorite hikes in Ontario so far. It's a hot summer day and we are on day 3 of our trip, and today we are at Lion's Head Provincial Park, also in the Lion's Head town. Now this town and the trail both are named such because of a rock formation on the Niagara escarpment, and that's because early settlers thought the mountain looks like of that of a shape of a lion when you see it from water. ट्रेल जैसे भी हो पर मजे तो आ ही जाते हैं.
You have to cut this out.
No.
We do wrong logging.
We'll see about that.
I will disown you.
The lookout trail that we are doing sits on the top of a cliff or a rock formation which is about 70 meters high. Normally these trails are not that hard, but because we are in somewhere around mid-May and the trees and the leaves are yet to still come, so that brings a lot of direct sunlight. So I would say the best time to do this trail would be maybe July or June, but still good though. The views remain the same, and I feel like every season has their own charm, so it's always good to come to such places. So normally it's not that hard of a trail, but there are some traces in between where the inclination is like a good 70%, not 70, I think maybe 45. And it's the rockiest trail that I've ever been on, and on the way you see these glacier potholes just sitting there in the rock, like nature forgot to explain it. You can actually go into them and see how the sound echoes. Whoa. And I may have said a bit too much about the trail, but let me show you why I said all that. Just look at that. This is why we are here. Look at the water. It's so clear, it's so turquoise, so crisp. So worth it. The lookout trail that we are on, which is actually called Lion's Head Trail, is also a part of the Bruce Trail, and it is Canada's oldest and longest mark hiking trail. It stretches for about 900 kilometers all the way from Niagara Falls to the tip of Bruce Peninsula. And it is also a UNESCO World Biosphere Reserve. All right, that marks the end of our 3-day trip full of hikes. We did the Cup and Saucer hike on day 1 with those fantastic drone shots and those cliffs and the bridal veil walls, which was so loud, and the grotto yesterday and the Lion's Head Trail today. So that marks 3 days, 3 trails. The reason I'm making these trails and hikes is that this is one of my new series that I'm coming up with, showing the best of Ontario parks, lakes, hikes, and all other things. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And I am going to Vancouver and Seattle in the end of July. So expect a lot more Rockies and the sea, the wild sea of Vancouver. And until then, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.